Every day people die and suffer because they can't afford the right healthcare. I think that everyone deserves the same treatment, no matter if you're rich or if you're poor. According to me, it should be a human right for everyone to get the best possible healthcare if you get really sick. And since people are equal, which means that they have the same value and the same right to live, I think it's very strange how some people have a better possibility of surviving by getting better healthcare than others. 47.9 million people in the United States did not have health care insurance in 2012, according to the US Census Bureau. The United States and Mexico were the only two out of the 34 members of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development that did not have universal health care. Proponents of free health care say that no one in the richest nation, which USA is, should go without healthcare. According to healthcare.procan.org, the right to free healthcare would be beneficial in many different areas. For example, it would improve public health and reduce the overall healthcare spending, and it would also help small businesses and that healthcare should be an essential government service. Some of those are easy to understand, like obviously the healthcare is going to be better if everyone can get the best possible treatment, and that's just a very solid argument that I think everyone needs to take into consideration, because rich people have benefits in all different fields of life. I don't think they should have it in the medical field. Money shouldn't determine a person's quality of healthcare, since everyone is equal, and that could be the difference between dying and surviving. According to balancedpolitics.org, healthcare has become even more expensive too, which means that even less people can afford it, which is going to lead to worse healthcare and more tragedies. I think what everyone needs to do is just put themselves in the shoes of the people who can't afford it. Just imagine having a family member, like maybe your parents or your sister, that might die just because they can't get the proper treatment. And if they would be able to survive and be healthy, but that's not the case because you haven't made enough money for it. The way to solve this is to increase taxes, and by that way be able to fund the free healthcare. And I think that, like, if you have a heart, if you're like a good person, I think it should be like a pretty easy choice to spend a couple of extra bucks every month just to give everyone the opportunity to stay healthy and to live their lives. The system has proven to work very well in different countries like Canada and Sweden, for example. Sweden, where I'm from, healthcare is free for everyone, and that has led to that people live longer and people are just healthier in general. Some people might debate whether it's worth to call an ambulance or not when something happens here due to just the cost of calling one, and I think that's very sad. And when a person you care about gets in trouble and needs help, I don't think you can put a price on it. And the time you spend debating on whether it's worth it or not could be the difference between someone's life or the death. People are differently treated in all different ways, and when your life is on the line, I just think that it should be equal. To sum this up, everyone deserves the same quality of healthcare. It shouldn't matter if you're rich or poor. Everyone just have the same right to live.